Welcome to Learn Yourself. Today we are going to study about electrolytic reduction of pure alumina. Earlier we have seen that how we are performing dressing of ore of bauxite ore. So these topics are under ICSE Standard 10 syllabus from the chapter Metallurgy. This is the third step in which we are doing a reduction step, and this reduction we are performing with the help of electrolytic reduction. This process is also known as Hall-Héroult process. This is the third step. We have skipped second step in between because our ore is already in the oxide form. So this is the third step. We are reducing pure alumina to metallic oxide. Now this process is also known as Hall-Héroult process. In this electrolytic reduction, we are taking this electrolytic cell in which cathode we have taken a lining inside a electrolytic cell. Whatever lining we have done is of gas carbon lining, and that gas carbon lining itself will act as a cathode. Now anode. These are the anode rods and they are of carbon. So there are 7 carbon rods we have taken and they will act as anode in this electrolytic process. As an electrolyte we have taken 3 different things, and that too in different proportion. Fused alumina. Now what is the meaning of fused alumina? The molten form of alumina. And what is alumina? Alumina we have recovered from the bauxite ore that we have already seen in first step. So this is alumina, that is Al2O3. Earlier it was Al2O3 twice H2O. That was our bauxite ore. Here we are using Al2O3, that is our pure alumina, and that we are taking in fused state. That means it is in the molten form. That we are taking one part. Then cryolite we are taking. What is cryolite? Cryolite is Na3Alf6. This compound name is cryolite, and that we are taking in 3 part. Then feldspar also we are taking, that is CaF2 in 1 part. So all this mixture we are taking as electrolyte. Now why we are taking all those compounds? There are different benefits of this that we will discuss in detail when we are discussing reasons. Here I am telling you 2 main things. That first, it will lower down the temperature at which the alumina will become fused, or it will convert to the molten state. When we are adding this mixture, it will melt at the temperature of 950 degrees Celsius. So this is the first advantage, and second advantage is it enhances the mobility of this fused mixture. So we will discuss all these things in detail when we will discuss the reasons. So here first we will discuss how this cell will work. So cryolite, feldspar and alumina, when these 3 are there in electrolytic solution, how they will dissociate. So cryolite will dissociate in Na plus Al 3 plus 6F minus. Then feldspar will dissociate into Ca plus 2 and F minus, and alumina will dissociate into Al plus 3 and oxygen 2 minus. So all those ions will separate out, and all those ions will be there in our electrolytic medium. So what will happen in this electrolytic process? We are doing a reduction, and we have taken anode rods, carbon rods. So with the help of this carbon, we are doing this reduction process. So Al2O3 will convert into molten aluminum. So with the help of this carbon rod, this reduction will happen, and this is molten aluminum. This is pure aluminum will comes out from the bottom of the electrolytic cell, and that we are collecting over here. So this is the process of electrolytic reduction. What will happen at cathode? At cathode, aluminium ion will discharge and form pure alumina, and that we are collecting it from the bottom of the electrolytic cell. At anode, oxygen will get discharged and it will give us 1 atom of necyl oxygen. So here all those Nessel oxygen will combine and form oxygen gas. So at anode we will get oxygen gas, some of the amount of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide as an impurity, but that will be liberated out. Now our important product is aluminum, and that will be in the molten form. Why it is in the molten form? Because this electrolytic reductions temperature is very high. So whatever metal we will get, that metal will be in molten form, and that we are collecting from the bottom of the electrolytic cell. So in this you have to remember that what proportion we are taking electrolytic solution, then how those electrolytes will get dissociate. So this 3 equation and 2 more equation, that what process will happen at cathode and at anode. So what products we are getting at cathode and at anode. At cathode we will get our product, that is molten aluminum, and at anode we will get a gaseous product, that is oxygen. And some amount of carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide will also be generated.